What up? I'm back. Today is September 7th. Dude, life is fun as shit, bro. I have way too much fun. Like, even in the tears. Even in the just ripping emotions. Like, even sitting in a restaurant and this song pops up. And you heard this song a couple months ago and you just heard like 30 seconds of it, man. You heard 30 seconds of it. This girl showed me, she said, listen to this. And I was like, holy crap. As soon as she let me listen to it, like I searched for it and tried to get that clip, you know. And this song was sick, man. It's just such a fire song. It's so beautiful. And it's so crazy, dude. Man, I saw two people right back to back, and it fucking broke my heart, dude. Because right after that, like literally right after I saw these two separate people, minutes apart from each other, man, and I had a conversation with one a little bit longer than the other, and I pulled in to get some food and sat in there and ordered my food and had my headphones in, and the song came on. I'm like, holy crap, man. I hope I showed them what love was. I hope for just a second, you know, I just hope I could do my part. Because people are so fucking strong, man. They're so fired, man. And, dude, today was a weird day, now that I think about it. Every day is so specific, man. Every day is its own thing. And every day has its own themes. And every day has, oh man, every day is fire. It's so perfect. And super overwhelming though. Man, it's so overwhelming. Moments like this when you can look back and everything that you've gone through, every person that you met, every relationship brought you to today. And you just never know what 1 second, 1 minute, one conversation can change. And then I look at me and another guy just going through the same kind of stuff a year and a half apart or something like that. And then we've been taking care of some work together and just giving each other time and just a weird relationship, man. It's so weird. It's so weird because it's like, I don't get it. I guess maybe you would say, you know, honestly, like, I've never looked. You know, people could say that they have like daddy issues, and maybe I do. Maybe that's a lot of my authority issues, not like being told what to do type of stuff, because it was just like a rebellion against, I didn't even need one, you know, I didn't even need one, it's fine without him, and so it's like, I'd never consciously like chased a father figure. I would look up to men that were good character, and then also I would look up to men and be like, well, that's the shit I don't want to do, and I don't want to be that. Why would I want to be that, you know? And that's how I've dictated who I've become. And but like now me and him have a relationship, and I don't know. It's just weird to have someone in your fucking corner. It's super weird. And, it's just weird, man. Life is weird, but it's just like, I think we've helped each other kind of go through this healing, grieving process, or loss process, whatever you want to call it. And, then somebody he knows lost somebody like freaking 2 days ago, and then he was like, I'm gonna go over there.
Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd, so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you,
And
that I'm grieving, thought I was a fire.
Like, yeah, man, that's cool. It's cool. And you're like, it's weird because like I think so deep all the time, and
I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest,
it's just what it's about.
I'm sitting here waiting or praying for someone
Just existing, and when you know,
just being honest. Just being honest.
like when you just have compassion for other people,
Every time that's the hardest part. Here comes
and then you watch another human being,
pull me to the dark. Thought it was
and it's like, I'm gonna go over there, I'm gonna whatever, and I'm just like, dude, that's
Cause if I'm being
what we're supposed to do.
I'm not being honest.
I mean, we're supposed to help each other, we're supposed to be there for each other, even when you know whatever you do it doesn't fucking matter, like, but just to be. We're human beings. When I fall short, I guess the last couple months I've just been to myself and just going and just trying to keep healing and trying to keep being me. And that's a lot of why I post what I post, is because it's like I know that I'm still having to figure this stuff out for myself. I'm still trying to heal myself. I'm trying to fix myself. But I post my stuff every day. Every time I do something, I just have to. I have to do it. And hopefully it helps. Hopefully me just existing and me just being can help. Can inspire, because, as stubborn as I am, I know that everyone else in this world is just as stubborn as me. And I understand that, like, just because I own it and other people don't, it doesn't mean that not everyone's just as stubborn as me. And if they don't want to do something, they're not going to do it. And and that's why I try not to push people, because it's like you have to make up your own mind and what you want to do, who you want to be, how you want to live, and what's right and what's wrong for you. And like I said, the way that I do things is not it's probably not the easiest way. It's probably the most difficult way that I do to do things. That's just me. It's just me, and I do things the only way I know how, and that's just by looking forward and just charging. I'm not soft, I'm not sweet, I'm not delicate, I'm not finessing, I'm just doing. And I don't even know how I do it. I just do it, and I just move forward, and I just grow and cry when I need to cry, and I laugh when I need to laugh, and I just enjoy life, and I enjoy all of it, and it's overwhelming to just see a grown-ass man be like, I'm gonna go over there, and know that he means what he says, and he's gonna try his best to help and comfort and maybe ease a little bit of burden, and just sit and know that, you know, he's been through something recently as well, and that just be. And it makes me proud. It makes me very proud.
I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter.
And it's like, man, I don't know, like,
I'm still in the fire. 'Cause if I'm
being a human is so beautiful. We are so lucky. And every aspect of life and every aspect of death is ultimately just encased in love. Like, really it is. It really is. And just how you perceive it, you know, is everything. And I think a lot of what life is, and I know this for a fact. I mean, I feel like we're just so broken from the day we come out the womb. We just get, you know, from the moment we can understand and talk, and we just get destroyed. We just get told we're wrong. You know, we just get told no. And you can't do that. And it just makes you weak, honestly. It makes you weak. Because everything you have to survive is in you. But the whole world tells you that you have to find it outside of yourself. That you are not capable of taking care of yourself. And as a young age, you're not. But as you start to understand and communicate and talk, then you start to become capable. But that's when the damage gets done. Because your parents want you to rely on them. Because if you don't rely on them, you will see them for who they are. Once you start taking your power and you walk in your control, you start watching the world differently. You start seeing things on a higher perspective. And you start understanding that as you grow and you know and you learn and you face the things and change the things in yourself, then now you can pick those things out of other people. And I'm not saying judge them. I'm just saying you start to become aware, because you know the difference between you and the difference between everyone else. And I've known the difference a lot for a long time. I just always have, but it's always because I've lived in this duality of a life. Meaning I had the old traits, and then I had Cody, or not Cody, but me. My traits, mine. I've always had both. And that's why I was split in the brain. And because I was still holding on to who I was. Who my genetics were. What I came into this world with. And someone who didn't look like me had no right to tell me what to do. And who wasn't me. And I think that's a lot of kind of my rebel issues. But it's good. It's good that I have it. It's a blessing. And but I understand that, like, for the last year and a half or whatever, I started to understand even more and trust, mostly just trust, the difference between me, my feelings, my emotions, and the things that I did, and the things that I do, and then what people projected on me. Because it comes with the, like, for a while there I was like, dude, Cody's a lot. And I am. I am a lot. But I'm not pushy, I'm just me. And it's so weird because I have no filter, really. I do. I actually filter a lot of things. Like, you guys don't have a clue. You guys don't have a clue. And it's encapsulating the love. Because if I was just gonna be mean, then that Cody would be a problem. But as this process gone on, like I used to be like, dude, like I'm just letting you know I'm a lot, and it's not that I'm a lot. It's just I'm all in, and that's not a lot. That's just me. And so like when I meet people, when I do things, I always go all in. And until I have to cut a cycle out and then start a new one that I go all in at. And it's just fun for me. Other than this painting, I'm all in, and this talking, I'm all in because it's me, it's Cody. And I don't know. I don't know why I use Cody. I don't want to use it. Maybe I'll just keep my first name and get rid of my last one. That's a high possibility. That's a very high possibility, actually. That's probably the better possibility. And people are gonna get so pissed at me. It's so funny. It's so funny the things that I think of, and it is what it is, man. I'm funny. I'm hilarious. But I don't know, man. That's a lot of it. Is like, it's when you're little. Like it's just your parents want you to rely on them, and I'll watch it. They didn't for me, but I watched a lot of other people that way. I was just already not relying on anybody. I just really didn't trust anyone, and you know. And even then, dude, and trust is weird because trust is like the right way to use trust is that you trust that someone will do something. And then you encapsulate that you trust someone's going to do something in with, and that's okay. Meaning, in order to have real trust in somebody, you just trust that they're going to do what they're going to do. And if you love that person, real love, which is unconditional love, unconditional love, then you literally just trust that they are going to do, they are going to act, they are going to be exactly who they are. And that's okay. That's completely okay. It's funny when you have a text but then it goes away. But yeah, and so that's life, man, and life is cool. And trust, like that's how I trust people now, man. I trust that you're gonna do what you're gonna do, and I still love you, whatever it is, because you have zero expectations other than you know that they're gonna do what they're gonna do. And it is what it is, man, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful because it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna do what you want to do. You're gonna do what you do, and I love you either way. And you know, it's kind of a weird concept because it's kind of encapsulated in some other stuff too, especially depending on the relationship. You know, a husband and wife is a little bit different, but it's still the same. You just hope that the other person, like, you just got to communicate, and then in return you get communication. But it's just a mirror. You guys are just in a glass house together, and you communicate, and the other person communicates, and that's it. That's life, and it's love. It's love. I gotta check my phone real quick. But yeah, man, I don't know, dude. Life, I cried so much today. I don't know, dude. It's fun. life is beautiful, man. And like I said, we all go through stuff, and it just seems like recently, like last couple of years, there's just loss in every family, and out of nowhere, and it's like it sucks because everyone is hurting, everyone is missing somebody, and or something's hard, or loss of a job, or loss of not understanding this or that, and things coming up, and it's just like this is the world that we live in. And like I said, you know, the loss of a human is crazy. It's crazy. You know, and everyone deals with it differently, and people bottle it up, people run, people just keep going, keep moving, escaping, drugs, alcohol, whatever, and because you can't stop life, like there's no pause button, and just the way that this world is set up right now with this money system in order to survive, just for the bare necessities of life, like you don't have time to even grieve. The kids are in school, baseball every night, basketball every night, soccer every night, you know, and it's like, what's the answer? Because, you know, I mean, I love my mom, but I feel like it happened at the time for me that I was able to adjust really quick. I geared up for it many years ago. I geared up for that abandonment and that loss, because I that's what I lived in my whole life. And so it was a skill that I learned because of it over time, and I just got used to the loss of someone, or the disappearing of someone, or the never seeing them again. And I was just able to I don't know, just get through it real quick, because I don't know, it was, you know, a lot of that was just me not being vulnerable though, and me not truly getting attached to people, and you know, that's a lot of it. It's just like lessen my attachment because I knew that they were gonna leave me, and it's a hard way to live, man. You miss out on life, you miss out on love, and you miss out on the most beautiful things in the world. You know, like, even if it's just a minute and it's real, like, we should grieve that loss, because, like, love is freaking fire. And like, even if you just have a few minutes with someone, and that's something to grieve, and it's something to be proud of, and to love, and to cherish for all of eternity. And so maybe that's kind of how I do it now. I don't grieve leaving human beings. I just know that when I see them again, I get to see them again, and I'm thankful for the time that we did get to share together, whether it was a minute, whether it was 2 minutes, 10 minutes, an hour, a day, a month, a year, 35 years. And when I see you, I see you. And I'm grateful for the time that we did have together. And I'll remember that. Fucking, for some reason today, it's so weird. Everything happens exactly the way it was supposed to, man. Like, literally. And I went and bought something at the gas station, and she asked for my birthday. I was like $4.27, and I gave her the change. I gave her the thing, and my change was $724. And I just looked at her and laughed, and just laughed. And I was like, man, my life is ridiculous, man. Like, these coincidences, they're not coincidences. It's exactly what it is. I looked at my phone, it said 1, 2, 3. Like, when I got in my truck, was heading somewhere to a job. I went one direction, there was a wreck that happened right in front of me. If I would have took a right, that probably could have been me in that wreck, but it wasn't. I took a left and went to the gas station real quick. boom, and then everything, whatever. And then I came back after working and listened to my talk from last night's punch, and boom, it ends as I'm driving home, and I switched to music, and I went to the paint store, and I went in the back roads, and we lived in this house for, I don't know, my mom lived there for probably 10 years. I probably lived there 8 or something like that. And I ended up driving right by it. There was a specific song going on right when I was driving by it, and I was just like, fuck. Like we were in there for a long time, and it's funny. The memories you have, So many memories I haven't even thought about. Getting mad at each other, I'd go downstairs and punch everything, the concrete bricks, the wall, headbutt everything. We're just so angry. I don't know, man. So many memories, and they're all just flashing into my head right now. I remember I brought a girl home, and we all sat in the living room, was playing games, and that was cool. My dog, I had my dog, my little puppy there. Rangers go everywhere, go crazy. Like me and my older brother shared a room for a long time, and then me and my little brother shared a room, and birthdays and Christmases. Like you drive by and like you look, like you can still picture her old car that would be sitting there. And then you look, like there was a small tree when we were there, and now it's a big ass tree. And it's crazy. Remember we had like a snow day, and the little brother was little, man, he was little, and I made this big ass snowball. Dude, it was so big I could barely pick it up, and it was huge. And I said, "Say, stand there." And so I picked this gigantic snowball up, and I threw it at him. And I could barely throw it. It was huge. It was the size of, like, I don't even know, man. Like strongman contest, bigger than those boulders. And like I hit him with it, and it just blew him back. And we had some good times, man. It was fun. I made an igloo. Me and him made an igloo one snow day, and we were in there. And my mom used to tell the story because she said, well, she came home one day and she pulled in the driveway, and then at the end of the driveway was a big ass igloo. And me and my little brother were just in it. She would just go through my stuff and throw away my clothes. She made me so mad. They have holes in them, granted, but I don't know. She was the crazy one. She was fun. She was fun. Tough ass woman. That's what I said, dude. I don't think I ever heard her complain. Like, if she did, it's not in my memory. Never said anything bad about my dad or whatever. feel so bad for her, man. She had it fucking rough. And then you got Cody just pissed off. Doesn't know any better. Just an asshole. And, it is what it is, man. But it got me to here. It got me to here. And, dude, it's fun. Life is a blast, man. And, my art is crazy. I don't know why I post what I post sometimes. Sometimes I shouldn't. But, I don't know what else to do. I'm just having fun, dude. I'm living life. I'm enjoying it. I trust my feelings. I trust my intuition. And I know it's fun for me, to say the least. I have fun. I do what I want to do. And you know, I look at it like people can call me crazy, people can call me whatever. I just don't really care. It's today. I do things today, and then tomorrow's a new day. And I'm gonna have fun no matter what, because Little Hoss is coming to play, man. And dude, I'm noticing every day I drive around, man, and it's so crazy. It's like my confidence just gets boosted every day. Like I start to understand like who I really am, you know. And I just have so much fun. And I look back at the past. It's like, you know, if I acted the way I did now, dude, I would be in so much trouble. If I was as confident as I was now, back then, dude, it would have been bad. I would have had 12 kids, 17 wives. Like, I would have been a problem. And I look at myself and go, you know, I had to go through life exactly the way I did because of what I really needed and wanted, and understanding that I don't want to live that fast life of that. Like I can only focus on one. I only want one. I've always only wanted one. I wanted the love of a mother completely, and like I guess what it was supposed to feel, I have no idea what it's supposed to feel like. I don't. But I just know that I would have been a problem. I've thought this the whole time. I've known this the whole time. I knew that you know what's so crazy is like I knew everything about me since I grew up. I knew who I was. I knew what I was capable of. I knew that nothing could stand in my way. But I was just so afraid of that. I was so afraid of being me. I was so afraid of being everything that I'm supposed to be. I was so afraid of outshining. I was so afraid of just being the brightest candle in every single room. I was just so afraid of that, and I don't know why. I think it was just because maybe I felt bad about it. For my brothers and sisters, I guess. My brother and sister. Or just really anyone. Because like I already had the stigma that I was different. And I was like, you know, if I act how I'm supposed to act, if I walk in who I'm supposed to be, that's going to make it even worse. I'm already the black sheep. And now if I'm great at everything, which I am, if I'm smart as everybody, because I am, if I'm capable of doing anything I want to do, and I have all these skills and I have all this power, like I can't use it because everyone's going to be afraid of me. And so instead I just dimmed my light for all of my life because I don't know what it was. I just didn't want, I don't know, I just had some deep emotion for humans and I could feel them. That I couldn't outshine anyone. I just couldn't do it. I didn't want to make people jealous. I didn't want to make it look like I was putting people down. I didn't want to hurt anybody's feelings. I didn't want to make them look at me and be like, that's not fair. I didn't want them to do any of that stuff because of what I knew I was capable of becoming, and was just from straight day one. And 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 I think the whole point is every human being is dimming their own light. Every human being is that great if they want to be. Every human being is so infinite. You can do anything you want to do. You're programmed to be the best you. But you run from that programming. You don't ever accept the fact that you're fire. That you came into this earth and you came through that portal, you came through that womb, and you were just fully engulfed in love. And that the universe is here for you. So you can experience life and you can choose how you want to live. You know, and I talked to a woman today and she was just talking about the little kids. She watches little kids, and she said they were going to have a bear hunt, and she was buying stuff so they could have a bear hunt. And I was like, dude, I want to come to this bear hunt. Dude, this sounds fun as hell, man. That was fire. And she was just talking about the kids, and I was like, pretty much everything I'm doing is becoming a kid again. I was like, because I neglected that kid, and I didn't let him be growing up. I said, now, everything I do, in almost every facet, is me acting like a kid. Me being a kid again. And I just found this baseline peace and happiness and joy, and understand that there's fun in everything. And these kids playing their imagination. It's like, imagination is everything. And I said, it's amazing that you get to be with them all the time. Because you get to be with that high energy, that non-tainted mindset, that beautiful, innocent, childlike mind where anything is possible, and they love you unconditionally. They worship the ground you walk on because they love you, and you provide and take care of them. I don't know, man. Life is fun. Life is fun, and it's so fire. And I just can't stop what I'm doing. I know, sometimes I just do stuff. It's weird. The graffiti painting that I did, or the spray paint one, it's what came out, man. Once I started, I couldn't stop, and I just went with it, and it was fun. It was fun. It's kind of weird, I guess, but it's just what I thought. Like, the song did it to me. There's only one, and that was the song, or one and only was that song. And for me, that's the way I've dreamed about it, or imagined my life. Not dream, but imagine. I guess in the past I dreamed. Now I'm imagining things. And the dream means it's never going to happen until you shift your mindset and then start imagining, and then imagination will happen. It's happening. It does happen. All the time is happening right now in imagination. So that's what I imagine. One. That's all I want. I've thought about this. Like I said, and I talk about it all the time. It's like, I'm not for everyone. I'm only for one. I'm made for one other person. I'm not made for all people. And that love, that complete love, is not for everyone. It's for another human being, because they deserve complete love from me. And if I give my complete love to multiple people, then it will not mean what it means for her. And it also won't mean what it means coming out of me. So I'm just not going to do that. And so, being that that's the type of love that I've been searching for my whole life, since I was little. That's the love I'm going to give. That's the love that I carry in my locked up vault. And I've understood this for all of eternity. I've understood this for a very long time. I knew I could only love one woman at a time. I've always known this. I've always known this. And it's just written on me, like my morals are written on me, like my commandments are written on me. It has been written on me since all that I can remember. And it's not good or bad, it's just me. And and I look at that like my kids now, because now I look at it like, once I give her all of it and then she produces kids, then it just transfers property. They are her and she is him, and then I'm capable of loving them too, completely, because they came from her and they came from me, and it's just loving myself. But life is crazy, man, and every day it just gets closer and closer to like fruition, and it's like I laugh because I'm fun, bro, and I'm a lot. I am a lot. I am all of me, and I understand that the things that I do, dude, they are funny. I hate to say crazy because they're not crazy. They're just me, and you could look at it as crazy or cringe or whatever else. I'm like, but is it though? It's like, just because you're not man enough to do it, or you're not me enough to do it, like, to fix that. What do you want to do in life? Is there someone out there that you love, or that you like, or that you whatever? Like, express it. What do you got to lose? Like, we only live now, and if you're creating something, create what you feel. Don't bottle it up anymore. And that's me. That's what got me to where I was at, where I felt like there was no other choice. But I was like, why do I not feel happy? Why do I not feel love? Why do I not feel joy? Why am I angry all the time? Because all I did was bottle up what was inside of me, and I didn't let it live. And now it's like all that is gone. I opened that bottle and poured it out for my homies, and now it's like I say what I want to say when I want to say it, and it is what it is. I'll deal with the repercussions when they come, but I mean it. I mean what I say. I create what I say. I do what I say, and it's whatever, dude. It's fun. It's hilarious to me. It actually really makes me laugh. This one makes me laugh more than any of them, because it's like, it's some big dick energy to say anything, and I got it. so it is what it is, and I'm nothing but an energy ball, man, and it's fun. It's fun, dude. It's hilarious. You know what? What's even funnier is posting it online, because I'm just like, what do people really think of me? Like, what do they really think of me? Like, that makes me laugh, because I don't care. I have zero desire to care what you think of me. However, I just want to hear what you think of me, because that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh to just hear the beautiful concoctions of ideas that other human beings are coming up with, and because that makes me laugh. That's hilarious to me, because people are so fire, and if the stuff that I come up with in my head make me laugh all day long, I can only imagine the mean, the hateful, the childish, the ignorant things that people say, and like, that makes me laugh. That makes me laugh, because it's like, honestly, what's funny is, when you say those things, you're, number one, you're not talking to anybody. When you're thinking those things, no one knows this, and so you're just saying them to yourselves, and it's really just a reflection of you. It's something inside of you, and that's what makes me laugh so much, because it's like, the perspective here is like, it's pitiful. It's pitiful just to like imagine these people are saying these things, and it's like, if you just only knew, that when you think about, when you talk about, when you speak about, when you throw shade on other human beings, it's you're just talking about yourself. Like, it's things you need to fix, or it's things you don't like within yourself, or it's things that you would never do because you're not confident in yourself, and it just sucks, because it's like, man, and then you get whatever from it, but But it is funny because I like to see human beings. I like to hear what they're thinking, and a lot of times I get to do that anyways. And it's funny to me because it's all that, and it baffles me. It baffles me a lot of times because it's like, how did you come up with that? Because that's hilarious. It's funny. It's hilarious, and it makes me laugh. Like, it's funny. It's a good idea. It's a good, roast. I like it. But at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. Because I did what I did. And I'm okay with it. Otherwise, I wouldn't have done it. But this song right here is crazy, man. This song is ridiculous. Because like I said, I can walk through the world and it's just like, this is the song. But everyone's broken. If we were just honest with each other, like, yeah, man, we need a hug. I need a hug. I want to tell you this. I want to get this off my chest. I love you. I need someone to hold me. I need love. I want to hold somebody's hand. I just want to cry in the embrace of another human being that truly loves me and is not judging me. Like, I want my wife to hold me. I've had so many conversations with so many human beings, man, and males and females, and I hear it all. I hear everything. I hear the darkest thoughts in their heads, and even then they don't give me all of them, and I sit there and allow them to do it. I don't judge them. I try not to judge them, and I know when they're holding back. I know the truth on a lot of stuff when they just continue to spit lies to me, and I just accept it because they're not ready to give, and they don't want to face it themselves. They don't want to speak it and make it true, and but that's the only way you're gonna grow. It's the only way you're gonna become a better person for yourself. Is by speaking your truth. Speaking what really has happened. It's okay. You did this, you did that. I did this, I did that. Own it. Just don't do it again. Try not to do it again. That's the point of all of it. Confess your sins and then don't do it again. That's literally it. But to speak, you gotta speak it out and then use your mind. Listen to what you're saying. Don't just say it without any heart behind it or emotions, but say it with the real emotions and the real, I don't want to do it anymore because it hurts them. It hurts me, first of all. And then if you want to keep doing it, do whatever. It's up to you. But that's the whole thing, and then that changes your life, and that's what this is for me. It's me speaking my truth. Me listening to it all day to reevaluate if I want to continue to do something or if I want to change it. I'm giving myself time. I'm reforming my thoughts. I'm reforming my person. I'm reforming what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. And I'm giving everything I do a why. Because then that helps me understand whether or not I want to continue to do it or not. Because if the why is not lined up with my morals or with my balance, then I can't do it anymore. It's pointless. This song is sick, dude. I could just... Dude, today was crazy, man. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. I got up early. I had a trailer on my truck, so it made me go to somebody's house. Everything is so crazy. Everything is so perfect. You don't understand, dude. You don't understand the conversations that I have with humans that are help me form for later decisions, for how I grow my businesses, for how I do what I'm going to do in the future. Like, you do not understand this. Every conversation I have with these adults is nothing but programming me, giving me information for later. And I look at my life and it's so fire because it's done this for 36 years where I would sit down with human beings older than me, younger than me. It didn't matter. And I would learn from them. I would be innocent and naive enough and childish enough and humble enough to learn from anyone, from everyone. Whatever they talk, boom, in this vault. And I would take that information in, and I would think about it, and I would use it. I would create it, and I would store it for later. When am I going to need this? When am I going to need this? When am I going to need this? What's going on? What's the real problems in this world? Boom, I talk to the 18-year-old. I talk to 17-year-old. I talk to a 60-year-old. I talk to a 70-year-old. I talk to a 90-year-old. I talk to random human beings on the street. Doesn't matter what color. It doesn't matter. I connect with them, and they just give me information freely. And I just stand there and just in awe. Just awe of the stories. And in awe of the life they've lived and where they came from. Boom, I still remember. Dude, this one's weird. I remember I'm cutting grass, dude. I'm cutting grass on the other side of the road. This dude comes out. I'm on the lawnmower. No, I'm weed eating this day. And he waves me over. He starts talking. I can't hear him. I got the weed eater on. I got my headphones in. And he's just talking. I'm like, whatever. So I shut my weed eater off and I just walk over there. And what's up, man? And then we just start talking. He's a white dude, and he was just talking about women. And he was just talking about women. Yeah, that was hilarious. That was a hilarious day. Because we ended up just talking about women and the election. And, but the women part was hilarious. Because he was a white guy, and he was just talking about, it was so funny. He was talking about white women. And he's like, man, if you want a good one, get a black one. I was like, you make me laugh, bro. Like, I'm weedy, cut grass. I have none, like, I'm not thinking about any of this stuff. And this is the conversations that I get into. And he's like, man, I love this woman. And she was the best woman. And then he just tells me the love story, man. And I'm like, fuck. Like, my life is so awesome. That, like, I get to hear these stories, and I'm just so blessed that I just get to hear people's lives, and like this is real, and you get to live it with them. You get to stand in front of them. You get to watch them become emotional. You get to watch the tics. You get to watch the expressions on their face, and it's just, dude, it's nothing but just perfection. And dude, every story, all these stories are so crazy, man. And then you just get, you know what's crazy is you see a lot of the stories, it is what it is. But I see a lot of duality in a lot of things, man, because I see them in me. I see the darkness, I see the light in me. I see what I'm capable of. I know what I'm capable of on either side, the light and the dark. And, I tend to choose to be on the light side. But, someone told me a story about some craziness, and I was like, God bless. Like, that's crazy. Like, it was a crazy story. And I can't even talk about it, but it was just crazy to see, like, the things that get you off. Like, and it's like, dude, like, to have, yeah, man. And it's all, ingrained in humanity, where it's, humans are capable of both. And we kind of just both talked about it. It was like, yeah, I can see, because he kind of talked about, like, as you get older, you kind of shy away from some of the negative things, maybe the drugs and this crazy sex all the time, and that fast lifestyle, that the stuff that gets you off like that. And then you got to kind of simmer down and kind of step away from all the drugs and stuff, and kind of mature and slow your life down a little bit, as you get older. That's what you should do. It doesn't mean you have to. But it's just like, if you want a family and you want these other things, you kind of got to sacrifice some of that fast life for a little bit slower, more delicate situation, something that's more long term with the same people for a long period of time, and less dangerous too, so maybe it's less exciting, but which it definitely would be, I guess, standing on the outside looking in. But you understand that, like, we all have this in us, where we all like to go do that left side stuff, or go ham, escape, go get high as balls, and go whatever, and But as you kind of mature and get older, you understand that a lot of that stuff is not safe. You got to be scared. You're going to end up meeting people that are living that lifestyle too, and then they're more dangerous, or they're not as loving, not as kind, and they only want one thing from you, and it's all wrapped in money, drugs, or women, and like all those situations turn out bad, literally, and because if that's your story, that's somebody else's story, and then if you guys are fighting over money, drugs, or women, like, and you guys are tied to the same drugs, money, and women, like, it's gonna turn out bad because you both want the same thing, and but whatever. And it's just like understanding that, like, I don't want any part of that. Like, I mean, I don't mind going to have fun once, every now and then, and doing that kind of lifestyle, but it doesn't mean that I want to partake in that, Thursday through Monday. Like, that makes zero sense to me. It's not fun. I'm just not that kind of guy. Like, I don't. It's the only good thing. That's what's really good about me. Is as extreme as I am, I've never had that kind of. I never really played in that field too much, extremely. Like, I would do my time and get out, and it's fun, but it's just like it's just not that fun to me. It just never has been. It's cool for one night, but not multiple nights in a row. I just see no fun in that. 'Cause it makes me feel like crap, and that me feeling like crap was not worth that couple minutes of fun and couple hours of fun, whatever. And because I could do that on my own now. Like, I could do that without the substances now, and that's what's cool. That's what's cool. It's just becoming comfortable in yourself and understanding that you can be whoever you want to be, and who cares what anybody else says? Like, who cares? Who cares if they don't want to dance in front of everyone? Like, you're not dancing in front of everyone. When someone's dancing, when you guys are dancing in the club, like, either you're standing there or you're dancing. And the people that aren't dancing, they're just standing there. It's like, I'd rather just have fun. Who cares what they're looking at? They're just pissed off because they can't get themselves to move because they're embarrassed that everyone's watching them. Well, no one cares. Everyone's focused on dancing. All the people that even matter are focusing on dancing because they all just want to have fun. Everyone just wants to have fun. All the girls want to have fun. Dude, if you go to the dance, if you go to a club, all you gotta do is dance. You can have every girl in there. It's very simple. And like, you just gotta have fun. Girls want to have fun. One of my songs that I was gonna paint to tonight was that. But it's like a rap version where girls just want to have fun, or party girls, and it it kind of talks about, like, because you want a girl that has fun. I don't want a girl that doesn't. But I'm gonna go do it with her. That would get me over there on the other side. If I had someone to do fun stuff with, then it would be more fun, as long as we didn't do it all the time, but we could do it whenever we wanted to. And I'm fine with that. We can go whatever. But a lot of it probably would be that, because then I gotta go meet with random people that I don't feel safe with, or I gotta protect people acting a fool, little man syndrome, Cody protect the whole type of guy, and but now it's like I ain't protecting nothing, dude. As long as if you're gonna man up, and I mean, I'll protect everyone, but I'll probably just, like I said, if you're gonna run your mouth and stuff happens to you, it's on you. I don't know what else to tell you. Just recommend you not do that. Especially nowadays. It's a lot more dangerous nowadays. But I don't know. Today was fire, dude. Like, really. It was crazy because the things that happened yesterday dictated what happened today, too. And it's like, boom, I had a trailer. I had to go take it somewhere this morning and drop it off. And then in doing that act, me and somebody had a conversation for like an hour and a half. Or an hour before we were going to go somewhere else. And, or maybe longer. And, good information. We just got to communicate. We got to talk. We got to share stories. And it was needed. It was much needed, and it was cool, man. And it's just like everything happens exactly the way it's supposed to. And once you just come into understanding that's like life is happening for you, like everything is an adventure. I have a song that keeps coming up, and it's called "Let's Go on an Adventure," and I call it Adventure, and it's like just start to understand that everything is an adventure. It's just either you perceive it as an adventure or you perceive it as crap. Like, and I'm choosing to perceive my life as an adventure because I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't think. I don't assume. I don't have zero expectations for anything. I just go with my life. I just go what I feel. I choose what I'm going to do minutes before I do it. And it's so fun. It's so fun. And you just never know. Like, if you just go on your feelings, you never know what that does for somebody. You never know what that does. You get a feeling you want to do something nice for somebody, do it. Feel like you want to buy somebody's lunch, buy somebody's lunch. You feel like you just want to open the door for somebody, hold the door open for them. You don't know what that changes. You don't know. But I do know that you're standing in that situation where you're capable of doing that, and you do not know the effects and the greatness of an act. Of you stepping out of your comfort zone and you showing unconditional love to another human being for nothing in return. Just to freely give your time, your resources, because of a feeling. You don't know what you can do. You don't know whose life you save. You don't know whose day you make. But it's worth it every time. It's worth it every time. Because you're a human, and they're a human. You both are just being. You both are just being. And that's beautiful. That's what it's about. I got the moon just backlit. My truck is not facing the moon tonight, and this is backlit. The cold air coming in. I love fall, man. And I'm crazy. I'm so crazy. Oh man, that stuff is hilarious. I just thought about the spray paint. I thought about the spray paint and it made me laugh. Cause it's like, dude, Cody, you are the weirdest human being I've ever met, and you are just weird, bro. You make me laugh so hard. And I don't know, dude, I'm having fun, dude. I'm having fun. I'm going through life. I'm going through town. I'm understanding my presence more and more every day. I'm understanding, like, I just love life, bro. And it's like, it's fun. It's fun as hell. It's fun. And it's like, I look back into my past and I'm like, I don't understand not having fun anymore. Like, I really don't. Like, I don't understand not being happy. I don't understand not laughing all the time. I don't understand joking all the time and just foot out the window all the time and just enjoying life. Like, I don't understand it. I don't understand being upset. I especially for a long period of time. I don't understand any of it. Even if I've been crying off and on for the last 3 hours, like, even in that, it's like I'm laughing in between it. I'm crying and laughing. I'm just having fun and just understanding that, like, even though I'm by myself, it's like, dude, I love myself. I love me. It's fun. I'm fun. I'm all I need, and everything else is extra. And yeah, I want that counterpart. Hell yeah, I want that. But right now, she's not here, so I'm dealing with what I got. That's Cody. Just face what I got. And maybe my name will stay Cody, but my last name is changing. That's probably in the discussion for that one. I'll do that thing when you change your name. I don't know how it works. We'll figure it out. But today was cool, man. Today was cool. Everything was cool. Everything, dude, it's so crazy, man. I wish people could see what I see. I wish people could walk through my perspective of life. I wish people were aware, like I was aware. Because everything happens exactly like it's supposed to. And I get so baffled in it. I get so lost in it. It's just like the simple fact of me walking into the gas station. I walked into the gas station and one woman was busy and then another woman was busy, but then she wasn't busy. And then so like I was standing there for a second and then she was like, no, come here. And so I went to her. I bought the thing and $4.27 and then my change was $7.24. And I was like, coincidence? Nah, bruh. This is life. And then it's just everything. I drove down the road and then the wreck happened right in front of me and I was like, man, I don't know. It's exactly what it's supposed to be. I hope they're okay. I had to go all the way around and it took different time. And everything happens exactly the way it is. Like I said, I got in my truck, turned my truck on, 1, 2, 3. Like I was like, what is going on? And I see this all the time and I laugh. Because it's like, I'm just right on time. I'm right on time. Right on time. You know, you go to the paint place and you get paint and dude, it's so crazy. Everything had to happen so I could meet that woman walking into the fucking store. If I would have been off a second, if I would have been off a couple minutes, if I wouldn't have talked to the if I wouldn't have showed the counter girl checking me out pictures, I would have left and been to my truck and we would have passed each other and we would have never saw each other, so I could have never even had a conversation with her. And then if that didn't happen, if the conversation didn't take so long like it did, me hopping in my truck, me driving down the road, me seeing someone next to me in their car and then me and him talking. And then boom, and then me going somewhere to eat, and then me eating there, and then boom, like everything happens exactly the way it is. Like life is infinitely perfect. And you are geared up, and you are presented situations every single day. Things are in front of you every single day. The phone rings every single day. To make a change. To influence someone's life. To light somebody's day. To give them time freely. To just be. To unconditionally love someone. To listen. To inspire. To be a light. So that's so crazy, man. Everything. Like and then it takes, even though I'm super hyper aware, it's like then it's times like these where I can backtrack in my life and go, damn dude, everything happened exactly the way it was supposed to. Me going, hitting that wreck, me going to work, me spending so much time, me listening to my talk 3 times, my talk ending at a certain specific time, me walking into Hobby Lobby, me spending time in there, me just playing in there, listening to my music, me getting paint, getting new paint that I've never looked at before or used, and then me going to the counter, me talking to that girl, showing her pictures, boom, walking out the door. Fated event. All because I surrender and go with my feelings. And then another one, and then another one. And then I come home and paint another faded event with this set of songs that I heard during this little window of time today. And then this song coming on when I was at a restaurant that caused me to do another act. And it caused me to see and feel and do all these things. Called me to be in my emotions. And then all that happened before I even made it to the paint store. Me driving by my house that we lived in for a long time, and just a certain song on the radio, on my music, put me in my emotions, like tears coming down my face while I'm driving, just thinking about all the times and all the scenes of living while I was there with my mom. And like, for lessons, and for this talk tonight, and then me going in there and painting at a certain time that gets me out here at a certain time. You know, and then you don't understand anything. You don't understand the totality of it, where like I've got done painting at a certain time, I posted at a certain time, it's a certain song on there that maybe it can help somebody at a certain time when they flip open their phone, boom, they open it, there it is. Me being vulnerable, me just being me. Me being cringe. Me putting out whatever the hell that I feel. You don't know whose life it changes. And as long as it's positive and you're doing at your best, what else can you do, you know? Dude, it's fire. Life is ridiculous, bro. Life is so beautiful, man. In every aspect. In every single aspect, man. And these humans, man. These humans are hurting. I know, because I was hurting. I just want to help. I just really want to fucking help. And I understand that I get frustrated sometimes because some of the situations that I'm in, it feels like I'm not helping. But it's days like today where everything had to be this way. I had to go do this job. I had to go to the store. I had to go get this material. It all just adds up on this right time. And it puts me in the right situation at the right time where I can answer the call. By just being me. Not dimming my light. Stepping into who I knew I was supposed to be when I was little. And then understanding that my life, everything in the past that I could deem bad or good or whatever, had to happen exactly the way it did, just so every event today happened. Exactly when it happened. But only because I answered the call. You never know. You're fire. You're perfect. You're beautiful. You have more influence than you ever thought you had. And you're nothing but love. Show it. Show it. One act, one look, one smile, one glimpse, one joke, one hug. You don't know who that saves. You don't know what that changes.
Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd, so nobody sees.
Because we all hurt. We all need it. I need it. I need a hug. I need a smile. I need a conversation. I need love. We all do. We all do. We're all deserving of it. We're all deserving of it. And man, dude, who knows what tomorrow's gonna bring, bro? I'm not even expecting any. I'm just going with the flow tomorrow, man. I don't even know. I don't know. Whatever happens, happens, and it will all work out in the end. And I don't know. The painting I did, I got glow paint on it. Glow in the dark. So I'm gonna see if it glows in the dark tonight. Maybe it will look cool. I don't know. But I'm done. I'm done for the night. Today was beautiful. This song is fire. I love y'all. Holla. Peace.
Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting or praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter. I'm still in the fire. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. Every time I walk out of the house, every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting or praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting or praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter. I'm still in the fire. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting or praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. It's just being honest. Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter. I'm still in the fire. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. And just being honest. Every time I walk out of the house, put on another face just to blend in with the crowd, so nobody sees me. You would never believe me. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter, I'm still in the fire. But if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Every time I'm past the hardest part, here comes another ghost just to pull me to the dark. Thought it was over. God, let this be over. 'Cause if I'm being honest, I'm not being honest. I'll give you roses, just hoping you don't see the weeds in my garden. If I'm being honest, I'm at my darkest. I'm sitting here waiting and praying for someone to show me what love is. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. I tell you that I'm whole, but I'm still healing. I tell you that I'm happy, but I'm grieving. Thought I was a fighter. I'm still in the fire. 'Cause if I'm being